Hello everybody, it is Sam again, aka the train mother main, my poopas and doopas. It's the first video of 2020, that sounds really weird to say. First video of this decade, first video of the new year. Hope everyone's doing well. Made a lot of progress since the last update. Sorry about the lights in the background, but I got those going. So I guess I'll start there real quick. So I have two tall lights. One of them is the little, two of these. So my lovely lady got me two brand new ones for Christmas. They have the little side light here and here. They're both 6 feet tall, so I'm gonna have one in each corner, workbench style, and then above. I know, like I said, they're shining right now and it looks kind of bad, but two more of these, so I'll have one in the center and then one on each corner. Huge help working on the layout. So as you can see, a lot of progress has been made. Finally got the front fascia completely installed. Nice and crispy. Got the rear backdrop. I re-leveled it the other day, so all the corners match up perfectly now. Just a couple spots I want to sand down. Got to cut my little portals just in a couple more spots too, but a lot of progress has been made. So if you take a nice step back, I'm thrilled with how it looks. Very clean, very crisp. Like I said, I'm gonna probably eventually, not anytime soon, but put some doors and then kind of hide the rest of the foot bench work where there's no doors. Give it that frothy, nice look. So again, I had said last time, I know some people choose to do like a brown or a green color on the front fascia. I just wanted to do solid black. And then I know some people like to do the backdrop style too, you know, clouds or cityscapes or trees or even just a baby blue. Again, it's my layout. I wanted to do black. Once the scene ends, I mean, it's not real life again, so it's scene is over. And, you know, there'll be trees at the top and all the scaping, and, you know, beyond that is the end of the scene. Same thing over in the corners where the portals are going to come out, you know, butt it up and, you know, do the tapered thing. And then same thing, flat along the surface once you get to the edge. You know, it's the end of the scene. So I wanted it to look nice and clean and cut, uniform, and we're going from there. So bench work, I guess at this point, is 100% complete. I'm sorry about these lights, but just gonna have to deal with it, I suppose. It just looks very clean, uniform. I painted everything, cut everything by hand. Again, it's not if you come and look at it up close, it's not 1,000,000% perfect, but it's exactly how I wanted it. So to the best of my skills, and if I ever decide to build another one, I know what I'm doing and it'll be better. Not that it's bad now. I finally glued down my rear main lines. I glued down everything from this point right here all the way down to, it's hidden right now because I want to give you context of the foam I'm working on, to about right here. So both dual tracks along the rear are in place. See, they're not going anywhere. Only problem is that with the Bachmann track, with the Kato track, since there's no cork base or Woodland Scenics foam base, it's a little bit loud, but I'm willing to live with that. And again, I don't want to derail this guy here, but I drilled these portholes, so from the back I can reach in to the middle sections and get to any piece of track from any of the portholes, so I can clean my track, any derailments, etc. Just got to drill one down here, and I'm not, you can see where the portals are going to come out down there, obviously, but I'm not sure where this one's going to end up at, so I may end up doing one here. At this point, like I said, so these are completely glued down. I measured it out. I actually used, I know a lot of people like to use the cans. I actually picked up a few when we were out hiking in the park. There's an old abandoned rail line. Picked up a bunch of railroad spikes to help glue down the track. Well, I didn't pick them up for that, but picked up a bunch of spikes because I'm going to do some kind of project with them. They're actually perfect for holding down the track. So if you have any laying around, or cans were just kind of a pain, I don't want to lug them all the way up and down the stairs, but you know, so that works. So again, rear main lines are glued down. I need to 100% configure where the portals are going to end up so I can glue up to the rest of the corners. I'm assuming about here, give or take, but this is probably where it's going to come out. So you'll have 2 portals, and like I said, I'm going to do as high up as the mountain's going to go. I'm going to taper it down to probably about here, so I can glue up to there. And then same thing over here. Kind of thinking over here, might be here as well, and if that's the case, then I'll taper this down. I'm just not sure yet. I've scratch built these little portals, very detailed and whatnot, so I'm going to use these on one side, and then something like these. I have a few different designs, and I might buy a double portal, I'm not sure, but might use those down here. So main lines are glued down in the back. Again, I've been working on this a little bit. I wanted to get the back glued, but one of my next chores now is to get all my foam cut. I already started to slip and score it, and it's not lined up perfectly or anything, but you get the idea. It's going to go back a little further than this, so probably from here forward will be butted up with the track, and then I'll cut this to length so I'll have more space, you know, down here, so it won't come out. It'll be about this far back, so you can add another 3 inches to where this will sit. The entire backdrop of main lines is going to be behind mountains. I know some people are going to say, why? Well, it's because I just want the front faces showing, everything else is hidden. I don't like it's more point to point, even though it's still 2 big loops. Again, it's my railroad, do what you want to do. And then again, so from here, it's all going to be covered behind the mountains, all the way back up to wherever it comes out over here. So I got to cut some more foam and probably do half the table at a time, work on one scene at a time. I know the mine scene used to be on this side. It's going to go down on the other side now. And I started working on the little lumber yard. So had the tunnels come out, you know, some log piles, run around track, couple sidings. Got some wood storage and all that good stuff. The little pulp mill, little warehouse. I'm going to put a track through and a little storage track going up the side to so you know it's coming together little by little. This is obviously a very rough mock-up, and I want to get the mountains almost somewhat temporarily in place, and then build a track plan for the industry, and go from there. Then I'll do the same thing down here with the mine scene. Now that the bench work is done, and I've got the track glued down on the back, like I said, I think I'm going to start on this side, get all this mountain stuff done, then get the track plan in, get the mountains glued down and all that, and then start working back this way. I know what I'm doing on either side. There's going to be a mine scene over here and the wood lumber mill scene over here, but it's going to leave me with some space in the middle, which I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. I was even thinking about maybe putting a mountain, over the middle here too. So this would be its own side and scene, and then this would be its own side and scene. I can maybe put even a little town in here somewhere, something like that. So a few different options to be considered, but like I said, a lot of progress has been made. I'm happy with how it's going to be, happy with how it is already. And like I said, it leaves me a ton of possibilities. Like I said, I want to take a couple of these sections and eventually expand one way, or maybe just do one side at a time and then have a nice run around back. So eventually. So we're coming up on 10 minutes. Again, you see anything you like or don't like, or that I could be doing better, tips or tricks, Tony Hawk style. Also, this is my little, call it the monster chair for obvious reasons. It's the my workbench stool. Sitting here doing operations or running, it's literally the perfect height. I know some people have height preferences and all that. See, it's not 100% perfect. I'm going to touch it up a little bit. I guess I've been kind of blunt and brutally honest in this video about why I've done certain things, but my point is, build it your height. Build the industries how you want them. Build the backdrop and fascia, whatever color you like. It's your model railroad. You're the one that's going to have to play with it or work on it or tear it down if you don't like it, and just do what you want to do. That's my biggest thing. Best thing I can preach is from my last one, learn what you want to do and study up on it. Practice things before you go the extra mile. And in my opinion, you'll end up in a stage where I'm at now with solid, sturdy, great bench work. ideas flowing and nothing permanent to where I'm going to have to make mistakes or rip it up to correct it. So again, take another step back. And I know, I'm sorry about these lights. Next video before I film, I'll, you know, kind of work it out a little better. It's not pushed back against the wall either. Obviously it will be. And I'll have about 2 feet on either side clearance. Again, you know, just measure your sizes before you go build. So, all right, well, we're at almost 11 minutes. I know they always run long. I don't really care. The collections over there and everything. So. The Train Main 2020. I know when I started this new series, I said 1 video every 2 weeks. It's just realistic. I'm going to do at least 1 video a month. Guaranteed, I promise, 1 video every 4 weeks, 30 days. And if anything more in the meantime, awesome. But it's just not realistic. I don't do tutorials or, you know, how-tos or that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll do some time-lapse stuff here when I'm working soon. But like I said, just count on a video a month. Anything else is a bonus. Please comment. Please subscribe. Like I said, tips or tricks, Tony Hawk style. Let me know. And I appreciate all you guys. And comment and do all that. And yeah, so. Alright, well. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. The Train Main 2020. Oh!